Greetings, salutations, good day and hi. Yous guys and gals, welcome to IndyCar's 11th series. Yes, the open wheel racing league for independent, or at least independently produced vTubers is back for yet another go on this fine month of November 2023. Hello everyone, my name as per usual is Dag. I'm your usual porcine play-by-play caller, as we have 40 of the finest independent VTubers, some of you who you may know very well, some of you whom you may know not as well. They're going to be competing in 12 very fine rounds on oval and street circuits to determine who will be getting that gold star. Yes, I say oval and street circuits. This month, the road and street classification will be all on street circuits for some strange reason, because, in previous series, there was there could be, one street race at best, or perhaps no street races. This month, road and street classification is all street races, and the first of the 6 races in that classification will be taking place at St. Petersburg, which is round 2. But first, we have round 1 to deal with at Walt Disney World Speedway in Orlando. Then it's the St. Petersburg race in the same state, and then we move on to Talladega for round 3. So, 40 VTubers. We've got a few returning members to the roster. A few members returning after not being in the roster for so long, which includes a previous series champion, so be sure to root on them. Also, I have a couple of newcomers to the roster, so welcome them to IndyCar. You might know who they are. If you've been following them around, maybe a welcome surprise to you seeing the newcomers into the series. So, is there a SciTube channel? No SciTube, but I hope to make one. Get in the future if I get to it. All right, let's get into the action. Open up rFactor and be greeted by yet another new livery for Suapatra. Goodness, gee willikers. Suapatra sure likes her race car designs, and she has yet another one to open up this 11th series. Wrong scene, anyway. Placeholder. Round 1 will be taking place not at St. Petersburg. That's round 2. We're going to be going to Walt Disney World Speedway. Yeah, an old track that's forever immortalized in rFactor 1. 1 mile short oval. Let's have a look at the track preview, pre-recorded that is. Turn 1, you go around 10-degree banking. And then you go into turn 2, 8.5 degrees. And a slight turn before start finish, 7 degrees in banking, and you reach the start finish line. And you gotta do that 52 times. Going around turn 1 and then turn 2. And one more for good measure. And that's a lap at Walt Disney World Speedway. Which of the 40 Indy racers will make magic early on? 100% damage, yeah, strength 95, aggression 100, 52 laps, 25-minute time limit. Alright, let's go ahead and load. see how it is early on. All right, let's see who will qualify for this race and who won't. I have to re-roll already. Come on, you know how it is. Let 10-10 race. There. Well, we're already seeing some crazy shit happening. Let's see. Where's the file? There you are. Well, you won't see defending champion Amiya get to race here. Didn't make the cut. Natsume also failed to make the cut. Nacho Neko, Rudo, and Tob. So these are no-goes because we need a 30-car grid. And if we scroll up, we'll see that Hanamori Healthy, a good friend of 1010's, will start off at pole at the opening point of the series, provided that rFactor stays intact the whole entire time and doesn't crash. Numi will start up second. Then we have DM and Nekorine. Kiyomi Pion Kiki will start off row 3 alongside Indy Lights champion Matsuo Meru, who's back for her second series in IndyCar. Mio and Tenten. And Moriko. Delutaya Bao and Catania. Kagura-nana, Kagura-meya, and Shy Lily. Uno, Tanya, and Leaflet. That's right, Chabelle Tanya making her debut in IndyCar. So welcome her to the series. Ida Pochi, welcome back to IndyCar. Going to be starting off 19th. Lily and Annie, 20 and 21. Shiguri Ui. And Saraway and Fallen Shadow. Himari, Patra, and Vienna. And finally, Milky Queen, Artemis of the Blue, Series 3 champion, finally back in IndyCar after a long layoff. And finally, Nina. That's 30 cars. Next session. 52 laps here at Walt Disney World Speedway. Everyone all lined up, gridded up, ready to go. I'll be loading the music and then we'll get started here. Magic here at Walt Disney World Speedway. Let's get rolling for the pace lap and the opening race of this 11th series. Ladies and gentlemen, your front row, Hanamori Healthy and Numi. Row 2, DM and Nuckarine, and then Kiki and Meru. That's your de facto Firestone Fast 6. Also, we have live chats, you may have noticed here. We're testing this live chat feature for this series. See how things go here. Anyway, we are set to begin. IndyCar back for Series 11. Who will make the early statement here as we come on to the last turn and get things rolling for short oval action. Round 1 at Walt Disney World Speedway. 52 laps. Hanamori Healthy and Akamanimune, your front row for this first race of the series. And here we go. IndyCar's 11th series is not yet green. We gotta restart the pace lap because the flag marshal didn't like the start of the race, so we're gonna start again. See if the grid formation is good enough here to begin the race. All right, take two. Here we go from Walt Disney World Speedway. Now it's green. Here we go. Very nice jump by Hanamori Healthy. Why is Kiki marked 30th, 31st? What? That makes no sense. Oh, careful, Milky. Already some craziness early on. Some debris bumping off, and cars ramming into each other. Short oval shenanigans at their finest. Bow going the wrong way. Healthy with the lead, followed by Girl DM and Delutaya, two-time champion Delutaya. Bow having to stop at pit lane. All 30 cars are still intact, somehow. Good start by Healthy. No change to top three. Everyone basically going around. rFactor, why you gotta be like this? Kiki started off 5th and you unintentionally placed her 29th, and now Annie is also stuck, unable to get into pit lane. Most unbelievable. Many cars pitting. How's Healthy doing? Leading by 1 second. Delutaya up to 2nd. Several cars behind her. Already some fast-paced action here. Whoa, man, Hamari grazing the side of Healthy's car. Did not stop momentum here, but that is quite dangerous by Himari. Shy Lily passes Delu to go up to P2. Delutaya trying to take back her position, not quite there. The de facto face of IndyCar, Hurry 10-10, almost caught up with Delu. Here's Fallen Shadow, who was just shy of winning the championship in Series 10 back in August. Trying to get along in the top 5. Already a couple of DNFs, Annie and Bao. Annie and Bao are both out with DNFs. Also, forgot to tell you about the new rule for this series. No more minimum classification. Where you finish is how many points you'll get. So no more 80%, 90% classification. So as long as you qualify for the race, you get at least 1 point added to your name. Same points table as per usual. In IndyCar, 70 points for a win, 50 for second, 40 for third. Finish 24th, you get 2 points. 25th and below, 1 point. 10-10. Was third for a bit, but Marco passes her by to move up to the 3 spot. Healthy has led for like the first 9, almost 10 laps. Very good start by the former Multi-Plus member, whose members included Kamishiro Natsume and, of course, Ray 1010. Real staples of IndyCar racing since the very start. Belutaya, who just recently joined a musical duo but is still competing in IndyCar Series, jumps to the lead. He does love her oval racing. Short, long, minuscule superspeedway. Left, and left again. She tends to do quite well here, and here she is. Already going to lead another lap. And a lot of action early on. We've only gone through like 12 laps. Speaking of laps, only 17 are on the lead lap. Shiguri Ui, who didn't do well in the last series in August, finding herself 28th. No engine cover. Trying to get used to racing more on ovals. Girl DM with her new livery somehow has moved up to the P1 spot. Shy Lily second, Delu third. Quite a few cars here with new liveries, like for example, Nina's. Through 16. Game's leading by 1.664. Scrolling down to see how everyone's doing. I focus on Artie, and she gets involved in a bit of a blooper. Multiple cross-summon bloopers. Vienna is a goner. Artie having trouble getting into pit lane, and she gets stuck much the same way as Annie. And Vienna, look at the replay, gets slammed by Leaflet. And Vienna is out of the race. Artie, I would assume, might also be out. Because I don't know if she'll be able to back herself up and get into pit lane properly before rFactor decides to give her up. DM still leading. Marco Kyoho, also a pretty darn good oval racer, doing quite well in second. Shy Lily's still third. So Vienna is down, and Artemis of the Blue is, as expected, marked DNF. Pulling in Annie there with her inability to get into pit lane properly. So we've lost 4 cars. Catania and Leaflet. Leaflet is down. Catania is in pit lane. Less than 30 to go in this opening round. Tanya, one of the daughters of Amiya, along with Anna More Healthy, just trying to get along in her debut race. Currently running 22nd. EM still holding on to her lead. So we have two newcomers, but one of them is herself an absentee for this race. So let's see if she could show up for the St. Petersburg race. Look at that, only 10 cars are on the lead lap. This is a true battle of attrition. Or it's just rFactor being crazy again when it comes to IndyCar racing on short ovals. Healthy back in the top 3. EM still leading. Problem with the live chat is that it covers up the times, the interval, and stuff like that. But I can easily disable it and then re-enable it. And I can certainly tell you what the winning time is, and by how much. Matsumero to P3. Marco on turn 1. Jumping into the lead. I don't know why I hit replay, but here is the replay going really fast there. Over 160 miles per hour. Passing DM to take the lead. Quite a few lead changes. DM wants to retake the lead from Marco on this turn. Nothing doing. That's Hurry Tenton in pit lane. Bit of superficial car damage. I'll have to stop at pit lane for a bit. More cars, I guess, are hurt. Amiya, who wishes she was in the she was in a road course race. Some issues. Himari is hurt. Well out of it now. It's this turn 3 in which drivers have experienced crashes, and that's how it was the last time IndyCar raced here. vTuber IndyCar, I should say. Delu, P2 again. Coming down to 19 in this opening round. Almost overtook DM on this turn, but on this turn, Delu does go right ahead. DM really wanted to grab her third win, first since Series 5, her debut series, when she started off IndyCar with 2 wins in her very first 2 races in that series. Hasn't scored race wins since winning that third win. Delu Taya, now part of that musical duo, looking to add a 4th win all on ovals, I should say. I'll last the competition for 15 and a half more laps. Two-time champion doing quite well. Pochi's just coming out of pit lane. Doesn't want to cause any mayhem going on in the race. Healthy is way behind Delu. A few laps cars are ahead. Tough close battle for second and third positions. Matsumeru goes up to P3. Passes Hanomori Healthy to improve to a provisional podium position. Couple of more cars having issues. Miori Celesta is hurt. Marco is stuck. Oh my lord. Stuck and unable to move, and she is DNF. Mio also out of it. IndyCar short oval shenanigans, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Ami is competing. Two-time champions here in the roster. One of them being, of course, and how is the other one doing if she's around? Is she even here? No. Yeah, she didn't qualify for this race. Yeah. She didn't qualify for this race, so it's just a Delu at this point. To go for Delu. DM second. Matsumeru third. Only 5 cars are left in the lead lap. Catania 8 down, 10, 6 down. Quite a few DNFs. So it's a really crazy race early on as DM moves to the lead just before start finish. Delu trying to leapfrog right back. Keep an eye on these two. 8 to go. Meru goes up to second. DM is losing ground. This start-finish straightaway is where quite a few overtakes for the lead have occurred. Chase between the Chevy of Matsumeru and the Honda of Delutaya. On the outside to Delu's inside, and Meru takes the lead. Matsumeru won 4 races in Indy Lights in July, 2 races in IndyCar in August, looking for her 3rd IndyCar win. And how fitting is that we are playing this song in the background, because this track really was a 90s IRL Indy Racing League, real life Indy Racing League track used for a few years. Oddly enough, on modern day Indy cars, 2019 spec, that is. Matsumeru with the lead. As we come down to the last 3 laps. DM passes Delu to regain second. And the Jade Oni catch up to Meru in these last 2 laps. Look how fast she's going! Neck and neck with Meru. Just couldn't quite get there. Neckering to third out of nowhere. Delu concerned about potentially missing out on the podium spot. White flag is waved for Matsumeru. But here comes Girl DM making the pass to Meru, taking the lead, approaching turn 2. We are in for a close finish. DM looking to end her win drought. And yes, she is going to do so. Girl DM wins at Orlando. Her 3rd IndyCar win and first since May of 2022. The long win drought is over. DM finally has her 3rd IndyCar win. What a finish for DM. Her very first race in her new livery. And it's already proving her quite well. Matsumeru finishes P2, Nekarine P3. Delu, unlucky for her at the last moment, just misses out on the podium. Just gotta update the names. And then update the medal counts. The winning time, by the way, if you could see it, 21 minutes, 3 seconds, .002. DM won by 1.137 seconds. Let's see. Girl DM, a 3rd win. Matsumeru, another podium finish. And Neko Kamiyama, Series 2 champion. Getting podium again. That's 9 podium finishes overall for Nekarine. So GG to these 3. Just going to type down the names, and then we're going to move on here. Let's see. Uno, Ui, Nana, Numi, Shy Lily. Tanya in her first race with a middling finish. 18th. Poacher's return race, pretty decent. 12th. See, Tanya. Kiki finishes 19th. 19th. 10-10, 20th. That's as much as 2 tons. Alright, that's all the names, and let's make sure everything looks good before we move on. Alright, and we'll give Healthy a bonus point, because she did start off pole. So, good start by Girl DM, opening up the series with a race win. Her first in a year and a half. As we move on to St. Pete. A nice street circuits. Still using real-life IndyCar. We're going to be racing 20 laps. And this is what a lap on the circuit is like, ladies and gentlemen. St. Petersburg, Florida. 1.8 mile circuits. Or 2.897 kilometers. Turn 1, where expect to see some debris popping off at the opening lap. 14 turns. Go around and around and around. Around these fine turns. 7, 8, 9, and then for some reason this isn't marked as a turn, but the turn after that is. So it's somehow 14 turns and not 15. A few more turns, and then this hairpin, and then you reach the long straightaway, meet the start-finish line, and then Bob's your uncle. That's a lap at St. Pete. Okay, let's mosey on over to a different part of Florida, St. Petersburg, for the first of 6 street races this series. 100% damage, okay. Ah, what a day. What a day this is. It's just an expression. It's just an expression. Bob's your mother's brother. Well, okay. Alright. Let's see who doesn't qualify. Well, Mary, fresh off of her second place finish at Orlando, naturally fails to qualify for St. Pete, and annoyingly Kiki also fails to qualify. I just hate to see that. So, Himari, Shai, Lily, Vienna, Kiki, and Maru miss the cut. Thanks, rFactor 1. Ugh. Well, Ami finally makes her way into starting grid for a race, and then we'll also see the debut of Nishizawa 5mm. A row 3 start for her, as Annie gets pole. alongside Idapochi. Rurudo and Milky Queen will be in row 2. A lot of Hollow Mamas are competing in IndyCar this month. Nishiza-san, this is her car. And Patra, row 3. And then for 789 we have Chika Fujilisa, Artemis of the Blue, and Akama Nimune. Nina, Uno, and Tanya, 10, 11, and 12. Sarway, Delataya, and Shondo. Tenten, DM, Ui. Tanya, Tob, and Tricky Wee. Ami, Bao, and Mio. Healthy Lily and Nekarine. And finally, Nacho Neko, Ayami, and Moriko. This grid is locked in place. All 30 cars are intact for this 20-lapper. We're going to be going street racing IndyCar style. And I'll let everyone know that we're going to begin round 2 here. And let's get the music up and get rolling here. This is the pace lap. We're gonna skip much of it. Safety car is rolling along quite nicely, so it all depends on whether we're good to go. The green flag is going to be waved or not. Almost at the hairpin turn leading into the start-finish straight. Annie, Pochi, row 1, Rurudo, Milky, row 2, Nishiza-san, and Patra, row 3, for this 20-lap race at St. Petersburg. And here we go. Very good start by Annie. Same for Rurudo. There's a piece of debris popping off another. I've seen worse. Ah, Lily lost her rear wing. Some pushing and shoving among these vTubers. Whoa. More debris here on this turn. I expected much mayhem to ensue on turn 1, but instead it was in that turn. Nina's car is, it has certainly seen much better days. Really good start by Annie. Rurudo Lion, Mama of Tokoyami Toa, doing quite well in second, but being pursued by Nishiza-san and Milky Queen. Annie touches wall, but she will have the lead as Rurudo goes into pit lane. I'm pretty sure it's because she lost a front wing. Milky Queen second, and Nishizawa 5 millimeter I don't know how you would parse her name, but she's third. Lily Hups, Ayami, Nina, Moriko, Numi, Pochi, Ruruno, Tob in pit lane. Ooh, Suapatra with damage on her car. At the start-finish straightaway, Nishiza-san moves up to P2. Just after start-finish. But great jump by the mama of Momosuzu Nene. So we have 2 Honda cars up in front. 3 Honda cars, actually. Nishiza-san becoming a proper VTuber, getting her live 2D model like around a month or so ago, and then having fun here in her very first IndyCar race, just behind Annie here. That's 2 down. Let's see what Nishiza-san does here. She'll just remain behind Annie for a brief moment. All 30 cars are racing. 25 in the lead lap. Series 10 runner-up Shondo in 5th, just behind Lisa. Milky Queen a distant 3rd behind Nishiza-san and Annie, and of course I had to heel away and miss out on the overtake by Nishiza-san, and she does go into the lead. Good job, me. Play-by-play calling at its finest. Nene's mama is a babe. Whoa, man, that was physical by Annie. Just wrenching away the lead from Nishiza-san, just like that. Shondo improves to 4th. Ooh, Pochi struggling here. More debris out. That's street racing for ya. For some reason, the damage percentage is set at 100% here, but we're already seeing quite a fair bit of attrition with these indie racers. Several stops into pit lane to restore lost bodywork on those Delaras. We're only a quarter of the way through the race. I felt like this race has gone on for a bit longer. Nishiza-san overtakes Annie to regain the lead, just as I was trying to have a sip of this coffee. It is morning time here. Still trying to get used to the end of daylight savings time and the messing up of schedules of live streams for vTubers I like to watch a lot. Indy's first 5 or 6 laps at the battle has been between these two, Annie and Nishiza-san. Bit of a mistake by Nishiza-san, allowing Annie to regain the lead. Lisa up to third. Pochi on top, 2 down. 22, which may drop to below that amount in the lead lap. 21 in the lead lap now. And he leads by a little over half a second against Nishiza-san. As we have a look at other drivers here, Shigure Ui definitely prefers racing on road and street courses. That's for sure. But just look at the damage on her side pod. That's where her face is. Come on. Lisa and Milky trying to catch up with Nishiza-san. Milky really wants to go back to a provisional podium position, but Lisa wouldn't let the My Princess member pass by. Oh no! An incident involving multiple drivers. Annie is out of the race. Lost it on the tire barrier. Nishiza-san loses her rear wing. And everything is screwed up all of a sudden. Chikafuji Lisa goes to the lead. Milky Queen has no front wing. That's should be a stop at pit lane. Oh, Lisa also lost her front wing. That should be a stop at pit lane for herself. Yes, these two are going in pit lane. Fallen Shadow also. Catania is staying out. So she goes to the lead. But, ooh, just misses out on tire barrier. You know, rFactor logic. Tire barriers are more lethal than regular, walls. Nacho Neko looking for a 7th IndyCar win. Got a 6th win last series at Pocono. Really wants a 7th win there. It's her name. Rurudo Lion making her way back up to the top 3. Might Catania go into pit lane after this lap? Because she has no front wing. As expected, Catania does go into pit lane, and halfway through this race, Nacho Neko goes up into the lead, the mama of Gagura, who really ought to stream more these days. I mean, what's up with her, has she lost her, will to stream? I mean, poor girl. We have 2 Hollow Mamas in the top 3. Gerudo Lion and Shiguri Ui. Ui trying to get around yet another Hollow Mama in Pochi Sensei. How many casualties are there? Nina was a casualty. Another accident DNF for Artie in her return series. Tanya also unlucky. 20 drivers on the lead lap. Nishiza-san was in the top 2 for a while before crazy stuff happened. She drops to 22nd and now out of the race entirely. So much for patented IndyCar rookie magic. Both rookies this series failing here at St. Pete. Nacho leads by 5 seconds. Hoping to get a lucky number 7. She is a definite all-rounder. Does well in different sorts of tracks. Road, street, oval. 8 to go here. All 3, the top 3, all 3 in the top 3 are Hollow Mamas. Not only the series to feature what makes street racing so crazy, it's also the Hollow Mama series, and these are the 3 that are leading the race so far. Tricky Wee is 4th, and Moriko rounding out the top 5 for the time being. Nacho still maintaining a pretty darn large lead. No one immediately ahead of her, no one immediately behind her. Well, but that's gonna screw up the top 3 of all Hollow Mamas. Gerudo going to pit lane. Ui Mama on herself 2nd. Tricky Wee, by virtue of Gerudo pitting, moves up to a podium spot. Whoa! Lisa bumping Saraway out of the way to go back into the top 5. Dags streamed more than Gura this month. Yeah, you're right. Well, careful, Nacho. Still have a big lead, but you don't want to squander it. Still got to survive 6 more laps here. .375. The time on the TV ticker is unofficial. rFactor's timing is more accurate. Milky Queen is DNF. There's another DNF here. Al in pit lane. Nectarine, Pochi Mama, and Lily Hops are 3 behind. Top 2 behind. A few others one behind 15 are in the lead lap still. As we go into the 3/4 mark of this race. A bid for a lucky number 7, a 7th race win for Nacho. Still looking good for her. Don't forget, after this race, we still have one more race for this stream. That's round 3 at Talladega, a superspeedway race. Yeah, this is the area where we've seen quite a few crashes. Here as well. Not an easy section of the track to race at. Trickery 3rd, Morgo 4th, Miori Celesta finds herself 5th. Ay, 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 look at the damage on her side pod. That does not look too good. But here comes Nacho Neko. Still good, 4 to go. Gary Uwe, road course specialist, still a bit of a distance behind Nacho. As Sarway goes down, gets stuck, I think. She frees herself. She's still running, luckily. But there are a few cars that's... Ooh, he has to go around. Oh, makes a mistake in the tire barrier and gets stuck. Tricky Wee moves up to P2, Morco P3. That is just bad luck for Ooey Mama. Ozura Subaru whacking in disgust at seeing that mistake. 3 to go for Nacho. And what a big lead she has. 10.6. 10.6 for Nacho. Needs to have a rather clean race the rest of the way. She can't afford like 1 or 2 bloopers, but she's got to be aware of the tire barriers. As I've already said, slamming into a tire barrier is more problematic than slamming into a wall. Unlucky for Ami. Come on, Caps Lock. That's the end of her race, unfortunately. So, not a good start for Ami here in Series 11, the Series 9 and Series 10 champion. Failing to qualify for the Walt Disney World race, and then crashing out late in the St. Pete race. Nacho still with an 8-second lead. Just 9 cars back in the lead lap. Oh man! Careful, Nacho. Bit risky there. But here comes the white flag for Nacho Neko. Needs to survive this one last lap, and she will have a 7th IndyCar win, which would be the most of all drivers in the VTuber racing project. as far as I can tell. Nuckarine is in the void. Here comes Nacho Neko, being aided by the guard immediately behind her, Tob and Catania. There's a few more turns. Nacho still with a ginormous lead, and she's not going to relinquish it as Tob gets bumped away by Catania. On to the last hairpin, the last couple turns, and it's a 7th win for Nacho Neko. Lucky number 7 for the lucky Nacho Neko. Your winner here at St. Petersburg, Nacho Neko. Congratulations, Nacho Neko. 7 IndyCar race wins. She makes history again. Gagara, Arcaluto, and maybe a couple more VTuber creations of her design. Definitely celebrating yet another fantastic victory by the IndyCar Series 5 champion. Tricky Lee will take home P2, and Moriko Kyoho will get 3rd. As we see even more accidents and the like. Nacho Neko, 7 wins. Congratulations to Nacho Neko. And this race is over. Well, it was over a few laps ago for Ami. Sadly, you hate to see that. Happily, 10-10 did meet the checkered flag, although she finished 1 lap down. I will be adding the names, and then we will be moving on. So many accidents indeed. Nacho Neko continuing to make history. 7 IndyCar wins. The next highest has only 5. Tricky Wee, where is she? Tricky Wee. And finally, Moriko. 9 podiums already for Moriko. That is pretty darn impressive. 1 shy of double digits for her. Now let's look in the points. Numi finishes 4th. Miori gets a top 5 finish. And the last few names. Let's lock it in and see how that affects the championship early on. Everything looks good. And you'll get a bonus point. Because she did start pole, though she crashed out just before halfway. Let's see. You know, I really ought to mark who start off pole for each race. And Annie, insert note, pole position. Alright, so your championship as it stands currently, it's Girl DM. On top with 79 points, Nacho Neko second with 70, and Suopatra with consecutive 6th place finishes, third with 60. So DM 79, Nacho 70, Patra 60. That's your top three. And who's fourth? Delutaya with 52. Having a higher finish so far than Fallen Shadow, who's also at 52. So fifth by a tiebreak. But we still got 10 more races to go in this series. Let's see how the vTubers fare on a superspeedway. Okay. Talladega Superspeedway, which is usually a racing haven for stock cars. Definitely not used for open wheel racing, because, you know, all the crashes and stuff, but that doesn't stop sim racers from racing there and having fun there. 30 laps, because why not? And here's how racing is on this 2.66 mile tri-oval. Start finish just after the point of the tri-oval, not on the tri-oval point itself. Banking turns 1 and 2, a steep 33 degrees. Turn 3, 32.4. Turn 4, 32.5. Back straight 3 degrees. And tri-oval 16.5 degrees. Actually, pit lane ends just before the start-finish line. Talladega, a super speedway with its own quirks. One more lap, just in case. Look how fast you can go. Over 220 miles per hour. And you gotta race in these super speedway kits. That's right, we're breaking out the super speedway kit layout for the first time in this series. And just after the tri-oval point, you reach the start-finish, and that's racing at Talladega. Let's have fun, shall we? Load! Yeah, this loading screen makes no sense. The start finish is just after the tri-oval point. The point of the tri-oval. Let's set our grid. Alright, so Maya prefers to race on road courses. I don't blame her. Numi also misses the cut. Tob is a no-go. Imari also out of it. Kagura Nana misses a cut. So that's 5 missing the cut, 5 more absent, and Just need to look at the point standings just to make sure, and yeah, they look good. Pole will go to Delutaya, of course. Yeah, of course. Delutaya. Definitely love throwable racing. Ami will start second. Row 2's Lisa and Pochi. Yes, that Pochi Mama. Mama of Amiya Aranha, Formula Hollow World Champion. Then we have Natsume and Kotone. Geez, Tenshin Kotone finally showing up for a race. Kitanya, Bao, and Artie. Nacho, Neko, Vienna, and IME. Annie, Ui, and Shando. We have Tanya, Patra, and Lily. Meru, Tenten, and Mio. Sarway, DM, and Nina. Hiki, Healthy, and Neko. And finally, Uno, Leaflet, and Shy Lily. And as I like in my notepad, you'll be surprised to learn that Nacho won at St. Pete from a start of 28th. That's right, Nacho Neko started off 28th, second to last row, and somehow won. Man, that's how good Nacho is. Haven't competed in every series since I believe the second or third or fourth, or I don't know. She's been there for a pretty darn long time. Let's see how she does at Talladega. Packed crowd on hand, grandstands full. Alright, super speedway action at Talladega. Everyone is geared up, ready to go. Let's get the music playing again and see how everyone does here in these 30 laps on this 2.66 mile super speedway tri-oval. Bella won? No. What she won was a pole position for this race. Well, Delu almost won at Orlando, but crazy stuff happened in the last few laps, and she just missed out on the podium. Girl DM won at Orlando, Walt Disney Super Speedway. Walt Disney World Speedway, not Super Speedway. Annie won pole at St. Petersburg. Almost won race. No, Nacho Neko won at St. Petersburg, and we are just gonna begin this race here at Talladega. We'll just speed things up a bit. Alright, Delu and Ami, your two most recent IndyCar champions, both in the front row. Lisa and Pochi, row 2. Natsume and Kotone, row 3. as the safety car goes up. 30 laps here at Talladega for round 3 of this 11th series. And here we go. Starting off side by side, eventually they'll start to disperse. Spread out wide. Bello in front, the good buddies Lisa and Ami are side by side with each other. There's going to be Delu, Lisa, and Natsume, your top 3 after this opening lap. Everyone made it through the first lap with no issues as far as I can tell. Issues are starting to make their way here, but only just debris popping off. More bodywork going out to Ami, just having the worst of luck to start off this series. I mean, look at this. It's gonna be a stop at pit lane for her. Hiki in pit lane. Tenton also there. Tenton Katone, likewise. BM and Patra, no wings. No wings for either of these two. Hardy and Tanya are lapped cars. Delu, I don't know what's going on. Chabelle Tanya, of all drivers, having herself a lap lead. Only 3 laps in, and some stuff has already happened. 19 in the lead lap. Get it together, Sarway. Don't wobble around. Sarway passes Delu for P2 and goes into the lead. The French Chevy driver, that's pretty good at super speedways. Vienna is 4th currently, and we have Uno and Leaflet doing the old front to back trick. Sarway taking advantage of the drift. Left by Artie. And Sarway just lets Artie go. The Shark VTuber has done her job. It's 3-something second lead for Sarway. But of course, this is IndyCar, and there's some de facto quote push to pass unquote. So anyone can still race here, provided that they're able to maintain their position in the lead lap. The old choo-choo train, whatchamacallit. Bow is certainly hurt. Nectarine and Lillyhops are also in pit lane. Lisa, also stopping to pit. Tanya, still a distant second behind Saraway. Saraway looking for her 4th win. Delu just getting around here on this superspeedway. But slowing down somehow. Here comes Leaflet. Hoping to get into the top 3. Basically, neck and neck with Delu. Maybe behind by like half a car length, and Leaflet will slowly inch her way up into a P3 spot in this back stretch. Fiona up to 4th now. Still has yet to have her first race win. When others who have debuted way after her have had achieved race wins. Tanya into the lead. Look at this replay. Just after the tribal, just before start finish, getting marked as going into the lead. Saraway down to 4th all of a sudden. Tanya somehow has dropped to... What the hell is going on here? rFactor timing has all of a sudden become borked. We're seeing Leaflets in the lead. And then a car is down. All in shadow. Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Get out of danger! Oh! Look at the replay. That was tragic. You just hate to see that. Slammed by Lisa, it appears. And Fallen Shadow has fallen out of the race, I'm sorry to report. So it's currently Leaflet in the lead. By who knows how much. 2 seconds, not bad. Tanya is 3rd. And so far, this is the only driver with an accident. Lisa pitting. Who else is pitting? Nina. Oh, that is unfortunate. Even more unfortunate. Suopatra with no side pods. Certainly a lighter driving car like that. Ooh, Tanya's dropped to 4th. Saraway back in 3. Delu's 2, but still way, way, way behind Leaflet. Which is just pushing Leaflet's car for some reason. Trying to do the old stock car NASCAR bump grabbing technique. Talladega style, appropriately enough. Nina's officially marked DNF, I'm sorry to report. So that's 2 down. Of course, in real-life IndyCar, you wouldn't expect just that few number of cars out of the race at this point. I'd expect the wrecking to happen before 3 laps have elapsed, but so far there's only 2 DNFs. More disciplined racing on a superspeedway than on a short oval. Leaflet into lap 18, still leading by a sliver, under 3 seconds. BRT hate by the pig. Well, I didn't intend for that to happen. Yeah, it's too bad about Kiki and Ami. They having difficulties early on. It is early in the series. There's still 9 races left. The next 3 rounds will be our international stream, so 3 races outside of the US. We'll have races in Vancouver, Rockingham, UK Oval, and we have a mess on our hands here. As I try to recall where round 6 will take place. Yeah, Ami certainly deserved better than what went on. A real mess of things with 10 to go as Dalutaya passes Leaflet to go back into the lead. But Leaflet certainly trying to close the gap somehow. Using her push to pass in turn 4. Whoa, man! That is inadvisable by Dalu. No front wing. That's gonna force her to go into pit lane. Vienna is a distant third behind Oh, Leaflet and Delu. Well, never mind. Vienna has to go into pit lane anyway, because there's no rear wing. This race, all of a sudden showing signs of chaos here. So many things happening. Oh man, Leaflets! Lost her rear wing. That's gonna force her into pit lane for sure. Why did Leaflet suddenly merge with Kiki for a split second? Annie moves up to P2. How fast will Annie go? Of course, Leaflet has got to follow pit lane speeds. Annie and Pochi are going to move up to 1 and 2 respectively. Pochi Mama goes to the lead. Ina Pochi looking for a second IndyCar win, first since way too long ago. But being pursued by Annie. Holy cow, Delu was a distant third behind these two. Pochi speeding along on this super speedway. Pochi wanting to have consecutive wins by Hollow Mamas, with quite a bunch of them competing this month. Comes Annie, just pushing hard in 6th gear, 237 miles per hour. 5 to go. Annie very close to Pochi. Whoa! Oh no, Annie! Inadvisable move. Still staying out. Still staying out. For some reason. But Annie lost her front wing in that attack attempt by Pochi. Took the lead heading down to 4 laps, but Annie might as well drop to pit lane. And she is dropping to pit lane. Pochi with a big lead coming down to 3 here at Talladega. Delutaya goes to 2nd. Watagashi Uno 3rd. The adorable Hori Tenten finding herself in the top 5 because she does prefer her oval racing, and Miori Celesta is 5th. Pochi with a big 8-second lead. just about all clear for her. And as I say that, Lisa rams into Pucci. Oh man, Lisa sacrificing her front wing to screw up Pucci's chances of winning, I think. And they're both having to go into pit lane. Delutaya is gonna go into the lead with 1 to go, white flag. And second, Hurry Tenten. Miori Celesta looking for her first ever podium finish, but here comes Delutaya. Very close at getting her 4th win, all on ovals. To the tri-oval in the finish line. And the 2-time champion wins another oval race. Delutaya wins at Talladega for her 4th win. $71 points for Delutaya. From pole to victory lane. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. And so much has happened, and yeah, it's what a result. Hurry Tenten, another podium, still yet to win, but second place for her on an oval. What a relief. And congratulations to Miori Celesta, Mio, getting her very first podium finish. Delutaya, a 4-time race winner, all on ovals. First, it was Darlington, and then Kentucky. Her 3rd win was at Milwaukee, and now Talladega. 4 wins, all on ovals. I think Delutaya is becoming the new Mirai Akari on that regard. You know, Mirai Akari, who had raced in every series up until her4 of her 5 wins took place on ovals. Delu carrying on her legacy with another fantastic oval win. So congratulations to top 3, Delutaya, Hurry Tenten, and Miori Celesta. We're gonna add in the points. Delu gonna get 71 points because she started off at pole and certainly got victory at the last moment. The de facto face of IndyCar, Hurry Tenten. Another 2nd place finish for her. Good job to her. And Miori Celesta finally making the podium for the first time ever. Chabelle Tanya, a top 5 finish. Just so close at making the top 3. But she is gonna take that result for sure. Top 5 finish here at Dega. Very nicely done. P6 for Kiki. Very good. Very good. Kiki. Much better than the last couple of races, I think. What was I? Leaflet, DM, Healthy, Lily, Natsume, Sarway, Nacho, IME, Al, Lisa, Ami. Bad result for both Lisa and Ami. Quite a good start for the reigning series champion. So, 4 early race retirements and 8 cars completing all 30 laps. Gonna lock in the points and wrap up for today. The file. Everything looks good. Guess who's in the lead? That's right, Delutaya. Delutaya currently leading in the points. She does currently lead the Oval Classification 107 to Girl DM and Matsu Meru's 78 each, but DM has the tiebreaker, as she has a win while Meru has a second. So for oval points only, Delu currently leads the classification. Delu currently leads overall, 123 points. DM second, 87, and Suo Patra third, 80. Matsu Meru fourth with 78, and Miori Celesta, 76. That's your top 5. And everyone has at least 1 point to their name. Unfortunately, Nishiza-san currently has 1 point. So she's just trying to get used to racing here. Talia currently 16th overall in points. Very good result for her at Talladega. As we wrap up for today. So, 4-time race winner Delutaya. And also, DM and Nacho Neko won races today, so well done to these 3. Delu 4 oval wins. That is truly remarkable. She does love her oval racing. Back again on Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern, I believe. The International Day at Vancouver, Rockingham, UK, and Surfers Paradise for the next 3 rounds of IndyCar's 11th Series. So be sure to tune in 10 a.m. Eastern for more IndyCar 11th Series action. So thanks for watching the first stream of this 11th Series as we go back into splash screen. So gonna go chill out, watch some NFL football on TV, and get into a week's worth of race of whatever. See you later, everyone. See you on Saturday for more IndyCar racing. Talladega.